The Cult of Cheese Film. Welcome back to the Cult of Cheese Film. As always, I am your host of this glorious podcast, Cheese Film himself. Joined with me today is a creature from another world, something we found deep in the woods, and something that might change your life forever. I'm, of course, talking about the one and only Hecubus.
That's right. I'm extra-terrestrial.
He is, yeah.
Not just plain old terrestrial, extra.
Now, you might be wondering why it is these two people are talking so much about an extraterrestrial. And that is because we're talking about the Extra-Terrestrial. Steven Spielberg's 1982 breakout classic. It's his first
Smash
film.
hit. Well, it wasn't,
it's
not a breakout, but it was a big hit.
It was a huge hit. And I guess I didn't really realize how big this was until the rewatch that I did, because I didn't just rewatch the movie. I didn't plan on rewatching the movie at all because I've seen E.T. so many times.
I was like, I gotta rewatch it. It's been too long.
Well,
yeah, so I had to. But yeah, I've seen it plenty of times.
And for the most part, exactly what I thought when I first seen this movie is exactly how I felt when I seen the movie this time.
What was
but
that?
I was just completely sucked into it. I had to watch the whole thing, even though I was going to skip around and
absolutely.
Just
this
watch
movie
the
is
good parts.
so freaking good, so good.
Uh,
I could not believe how good it was. I was watching it again. I was like, "Yeah, E.T.'s a good movie. Just watch it. What the hell? I haven't seen it in a while. I have details and whatnot, and oh my god, yeah, totally sucked in. If you think you're just gonna, I'll put this on and vacuum the floor or whatever, you're not gonna. You're just gonna sit down and watch it.
Starring the titular E.T., who is a puppet, a very real, very animatronic puppet.
Right.
That had a puppeteer inside, who I believe...
Well, there was a guy in some of it. I think it was Billy Bartley, maybe.
Was it?
Or, what's his name? I don't think it was, no, it wasn't Wicket, the Ewok guy, because that was a kid.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, Warwick Davis. But I think it was Billy Barty, that when he's walking and stuff.
Yeah.
But, and they got some French guy, I think, to be the puppeteer.
On the kind of bonus features, because I've got this two different ways. I've got the limited anniversary steelbook, which I think this is kind of the best looking artwork for this stuff, with the finger.
Yeah,
like
it's both iconic images.
David, is it David touching God's finger, or is it Adam? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the birth of Adam. Yeah.
And then on the back you've got this part.
Yeah, that's iconic too.
But I believe this is the 20th anniversary of this movie.
Is that the one with the walkie-talkies?
So this will have that on it.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what it'll have on it is a digitally enhanced extraterrestrial.
Yeah, and that was okay. The puppet was, I think the one I watched was just like the puppet. It had to be something that was rehands anyway. But when they first came out, that looked real.
Yeah,
everything about E.T. is real. His, the irises, they put a lot of work. It was an expensive puppet.
Yeah,
but it's thoroughly convincing, especially back in 1982. And then when they did that digital stuff, because we had that when it first came out back in the day with the walkie-talkies, it does look good. It looks great. I don't know if it needed it necessarily, but they did a good job with that. It doesn't look fake.
So this is just on Google. I searched E.T. puppet. I want to show, this is like the interface, and you can see
articulation. That was the
articulated irises
Yeah.
in here with these eyeballs. You can see the eyelids around the eyes. Each one of these things would move independently and give this puppet life, essentially.
Yeah.
And here's a good. Oh, well, hang on. I'm gonna pull a good close up of his face.
But yeah, and they had things like probably was air or something, so that his veins looked like his heart was beating and stuff, and all that stuff on the inside. They spared no expense, to quote another Steven Spielberg movie, and it shows. It all went on the screen, and it's just perfect.
So here I'm gonna actually re-pull this up.
And everybody's like, "Oh, E.T.'s so cute. He's fugly."
You know, so and I couldn't
Look at
help
that thing. Ugh.
really take a look at the puppet. So the main thing I was watching on this was the featurettes on it's Fandango now.
Uh-huh.
Has a bunch of interviews with people and the cast and crew, and then with Spielberg himself talking about this movie. But they had footage playing of E.T. moving, and it was a digital creature. They superimposed kind of how George would do with Yoda in the Phantom Menace.
Right.
And
I'm glad he did, though. That puppet wasn't as good.
Well, no. And I get what he was going for.
Yeah, me too.
With the
totally.
young Yoda.
He's just ugly.
But I definitely like how Yoda looks in episodes 2 and 3, and I think it fits better with episode 1.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting because the Voodoo one I have isn't in 4K or anything. It's just
yeah, right.
high definition 1080p, and it's the puppet. It's not the digital.
Oh, I think that might have been the one I watched.
It might have been
that one you
because
had?
I told you to watch it on this because I had it.
Yeah. So that one's just the regular old first version.
Yes.
Awesome.
It has the guns. It has the puppets. It's
not
what
not
you would
enhanced.
have seen in 1982 is what this movie is, which is cool because this movie went through almost no rewrites and no studio involvement really.
Well, yeah, no. Well, it's kind of we can get into that. So before we go into that, I'm glad because this puppet looked phenomenal.
It is,
and that's the one I watched. Was the one I seen back in the theaters in '82, and I was really scrutinizing it to see if it was like if I could see the digital stuff. And
you couldn't?
No, and he didn't need to do anything. That's kind of like a vanity thing. I think he did. You know what I mean? To enhance it because it looks real. It looks like a real thing.
Let's see, because obviously the puppet has deteriorated over time.
Oh yeah,
and they don't really last. These things they're made out of a foam that just does not stand.
No, it doesn't stand up at all.
But like even this laying here on this table, for those of you who are watching, like you can see just all these inner workings inside the head. You can see the armatures here. It is a full-on complex robot.
It is,
and it shows just how well special effects can bring something to life.
Right.
I was also watching this movie, and I was looking at the face, and I'm like, because what about E.T. Speaks to people in such a way that this movie does? And I think that overall, it's told through the perspective of the children.
Yes, 100%.
And unlike the Goonies, which you and I both agree did not make us nostalgic for being a kid again.
Right.
This one does.
Yeah.
And Steven said that even before John Williams' score, because
look at that.
Digital one,
look at that.
That he felt like this was a perfect movie, even before John Williams put the music to it. And
right.
I do think John Williams upgrades this movie to levels.
You would notice it if it wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, cheese on a hamburger. It's you got to have it. And it's okay without it, but it just cranks it up a notch. And John Williams is great. Great. That's why he uses them all the time. He's perfect.
Those of you who are wondering why the beginning of this whole recording was just maybe photos and voiceover and the trailer, it's because I didn't hit the record button. But now I did, and now we're recording. Video.
So everything we just said didn't go down?
No, the audio did. I got the audio.
Okay.
But I just happened to look over at the thing, and I was like, wow, there's nothing cutting down there. Look at that. Look at me making amateur mistake number one.
Because we need Randy Official, the abominable Randy Official.
So I'm going to pull this back up because this, all of what I just said. So here, the trailer specifically has that digital model on ET. So I'm going to pull this up and kind of like.
It looks good though.
So if you're watching, pay attention to this because
what?
It's very noticeable. So, like, how it's moving is, it's kind of a little too rubbery, not to be kind of jarring for me. Because the puppet moves in such a way that it's kind of more stiff and almost waddly, kind of like
it is waddly, and like he's not a kid. Like I think he moves like he's older, which he kind of probably would be. It wouldn't be like they're like sending kids down to collect samples of stuff.
That's another thing I kind of like was thinking about watching this movie is because like he's learning how to speak to us, but like he's not a kid. He's not an infant. We are infantizing him because he doesn't know what he's doing on Earth.
Right, he's just not
culture.
Human. Right, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
But, he built that radio,
transmitter, out of toys.
Out of nothing. It was junk and
in a cave,
cans.
out of scraps.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
We had just seen part of Iron Man. That's why we said that. But yeah, and so like astronauts are like the cream of the crop. You got to think of planet that's going to send things down to another planet has got at least the cream of their crop people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
To know what they're doing,
right? And yeah, he does build that intergalactic telephone out of just random stuff.
Yeah,
random to us.
I also, because this is a little argument I kind of get into with people about the movie Alien and how they're like, well, you know, they're space truckers. They're not scientists. And I'm like, well,
they're not scientists.
They are because they're spacefaring.
Look, just because you drive a truck doesn't mean you're an idiot. And like Yaphet Kotto and Harry Stanton there, they're engineers kind of people. It's not like
engineers or sciences.
Yeah, they are. But
you have a doctorate doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not just if you're a space trucker, it doesn't mean you're just some schmo that's moving a thing. Yay, honk honk. That's.
But they're
specialized.
Send a McDonald's employee up there to pilot the Nostromo. You'd have to know what you're doing, and
right.
You'd have to have gone to school for that, and you'd have to have.
Yeah, exactly. And even like whatever, because Wayland Coyote or Utani isn't the nicest company in the world.
No, they're evil.
But on the ship, if you notice, because you said McDonald's employees, their ice cream machine doesn't work.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
So let's go through the cast on this because there are some pretty big names who would turn out from this movie. At least one. Do you have the cast list on you?
Sure. Right there is Henry Thomas.
Elliot.
He plays Elliot, and I think this was his first role. It's definitely Drew Barrymore's first role. So then we got Dee Wallace. She should be next. And
Mom.
Yeah. She plays the mom. I think she was in The Howling before this or something. But oh man, there was something about her too. I can't remember. Anyway, she does a great job as the mom of a divorced mom. That's another thing too about this movie is that guy's name is Robert McNaughton. There wasn't like Drew Barrymore would go into it, but divorced people weren't really portrayed in movies, especially not in any kind of real way. So this having a family where the dad left was kind of a big deal at the time. And that's the thing about, like, you don't really need it. Anything about the her situation and how the kids are with their absent father and stuff. But it does bring a lot to the story, the whole movie. Because it's really about the kid finds a E.T., the government's looking for him, and then E.T. wants to go. You keep calling him E.T. because they call him E.T., but, he probably has a name if they do that. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, Gazorb.
Yeah, Gazorb is trying to get home or back to his people. That's the whole thing. You don't need to have any of that divorce stuff in there, but it just makes it so much better.
Well, it adds
and more human
level to it.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Because other E.T. copies, They don't go that far.
No.
Like Mac and Me or whatever. There was a whole bunch of
spin-off or
and like a nice alien help out with the kids and all that junk. Because this isn't a kids movie. It stars kids as the primary thing and is about them, but it's not for kids. It's for everybody.
Right. It's a family film.
Right.
And see, that's something that I do genuinely believe Steven Spielberg really excels at.
Yeah, he does.
Making movies that you have seen as a child, but aren't necessarily children's movies.
Right.
Because, I mean, other than, like, Schindler's List.
Or Jaws.
Well, even Jaws, I mean, I would say is kind of a kid-friendly horror movie. Like, when I was a kid, I was bored out of my mind by it. I did not like Jaws. And I've come to appreciate it.
Right, yeah.
But like Jurassic Park isn't really a kids movie,
right?
But kids absolutely eat up and love Jurassic Park.
Yeah, because of the dinosaurs and stuff. But there's another thing, like Jaws, a kid gets eaten.
Yeah, right in the beginning.
In Jurassic Park, those kids are in real danger of being eaten. Do you want to go back to the cast real quick? Because we didn't finish that. Because Drew Barrymore was next. She ends up being a huge deal. Yeah, and after this, she was in a movie called Irreconcilable Differences, where she sues her parents who are getting a divorce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then you got Peter Coyote.
You don't have a picture of him, though.
He plays Keys. I don't?
No.
Huh.
You have the kids and the mom, E.T. in the poster.
Okay.
But I'll pull up a picture of him.
Yeah, and he's the best narrator of documentaries, man. I swear to God. He's in a lot of them, too. Him and Morgan Freeman knock it out of the park. Yeah, that's him in E.T.
So,
right there, that one. Excuse me.
I'm sure you noticed that the only people we see basically in full body shots
are the kids.
Are kids and the mom. Because, she's kind of a kid at heart, too. But that was intentional. And it isn't until we see his face that we see any adult.
Yeah, and that's like when they're coming in and stuff. Like the teacher, who was supposed to be Harrison Ford. You only see the back of him, and like from Elliot's point of view.
Yeah.
Level, and that's really cool. And I think just to even consider that is one of the things that makes Steven Spielberg so freaking genius.
I agree.
He is a genius.
And it kind of takes me back to watching like old Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Right, because everything's way down on the floor.
Yeah, it's at their perspective.
Yeah.
So like their eye line isn't going to be what our eye line is.
Right.
And it's these little details that this movie does that elevate it to being such a timeless classic. Because they could have very easily done anything with this. It could have just been,
They did do it eventually with like all those spin-off things I was saying.
Yeah, like any one of them is not shot this way. It's not shot with this kind of mentality. There's, I don't know. Spielberg knows how to bring whimsy to movies in a way that nobody else really does.
Right.
That's why his movies stand out the way they do.
For example,
of this,
Elliot's toys. He doesn't have just random. Here's a train.
No.
Here's a truck. He's got this is Greedo, and this is and Yoda and stuff. And like a kid would really have those toys.
Now, I love that you brought that up because this movie is coming out at the height of Star Wars' popularity.
Yeah, in between Empire and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
So like there's nothing bigger in the world right now than George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
Right, and it wasn't like it is now.
No. Like
where everything they had James Bond movies were coming out, and this is where they kind of get shaky in the early 80s, but it's not like it is now with everything's an IP and everything's got to be a universe of things and all that. It was just Star Wars. Raiders of the Lost Ark came out, but it hadn't become it was about to come out, I think. Or did it come out in 81?
Raiders has already come out.
Yeah, because, Raiders came out, but Temple of Doom hadn't come out, and it wasn't a thing.
What's her name? Marion. The lady who played Marion.
Karen Allen.
She helped write this movie.
Karen Allen did?
Yeah.
Huh.
She when they were filming, when he was filming Raiders,
Yeah.
he back in '76 is when I think they were still filming it.
It wouldn't be 76. It was probably like 79.
Or maybe it was 79. Spielberg, when he was talking about it, he was talking about how he asked her to look over his draft. When did Close Encounters come out?
Close Encounters came out right after Star Wars.
So that was
It might have came out in 79.
Okay, because right after that, Spielberg was like, "Well, what if the alien stayed? What if he did this and all that kind of stuff?"
Yeah, he had a kind of a sequel to that. It's called Night Skies, and it was going to be a horror movie. And then he switched it to, well, what if he was friendly? And with the whole kid thing.
But he said that wasn't where this idea came from, and it wasn't until later on when he was talking to her that the idea that this really started coming to fruition, that this was going to be the story.
Yeah. That's really funny that I think I remember what you're talking about with Karen Allen, saying what if he was friendly and stuff. Because the woman who did write it, Melissa Matheson, didn't want to do it. And it was Harrison Ford's wife, and he worked on Harrison Ford to convince her to write it. And she did a great job.
Yeah.
It's extremely well written.
And it's very well, everything about this is very well executed.
Yeah, the kids do a great job acting like kids.
And they were a very tight-knit kind of family almost.
Yeah.
Especially with the father being absent, Steven said that, like, he almost put himself in that role.
Right.
Guiding these children.
Yep.
And the actress there, I can't remember.
Dee Wallace.
To kind of get what they were going for. Because it only took 3 months to film at least the family stuff.
Uh-huh.
So for that 3 months, they were very, very, very close and very lovey and like a family. It was a very family dynamic. And when they came back 20 years later, they did a little interview with, I don't remember, Variety or whatever. And the first thing Steven said is, this all feels very natural to me, like we're coming back together.
Right, yeah. And I bet that's the way it is on a lot of Steven Spielberg things, because he just seems like that kind of a guy. You know what I mean? Like, he might be demanding, and he wants perfection as close as he can get to perfect.
He's still making art.
Right, but no, I've never heard anybody be like, man, I'm never working with Steven Spielberg again. That guy's a jerk.
Not once. I've never heard
that.
And you probably never will.
Yeah, I don't think you ever will either.
And you know what else is kind of cool about this movie? It's not overly remarkable. It's not like trying to be the greatest sci-fi movie. It's not trying to be the greatest kids movie. It's there's not a whole bunch of big names in it. It's not anything like that. It's a very unremarkable, almost like secondary, like B movie almost kind of feel to it. So like the movie's ego itself isn't presuming itself on the viewer.
It's the heart of the movie is what comes out, not the ego. Yeah,
which is, I mean, like it sounds like I'm putting this movie down, but it's
a compliment.
No, yeah, because Star Wars was kind of the same way. Like
Star Wars is more of a spectacle.
Yeah,
it has the heart there, but it is more of a spectacle than E.T. is.
But then when Empire came out, like it's a sequel. It's like, hey, this is who we are. You've already seen one of the greatest movies of all time. Here's a sequel, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But with this, it's not a sequel to anything. It's not even kind of related to like Close Encounters or anything that Steven had done before. So having it just be something, and he even said, like, when he was making this movie, it felt like he was making a Disney movie in the time of the 80s.
Yeah, right,
which
exactly.
Was
a live-action Disney movie.
Yeah, something that they were not making money. They were
they weren't making live-action stuff.
Of everything. Like, Disney in the 80s was
in trouble.
Yeah. What am I thinking? The word I'm thinking of, it's like it's box office plague, it's not going to do well.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney Company, So when Steven's making something that he himself feels like is not going to be anything other than just something that's forgotten to time.
Right.
To show it, he showed it to I think Kathleen Kennedy was one of them, but a couple of producers with a full audience. They had a whole full audience there. And he's like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. This is how the movie's going to go. And everybody fell in love with it.
Yeah.
From the producers to the audience members fell in love with this movie.
Yeah. And then the world did.
And, oh my God, I didn't even know
It was
this.
the biggest movie. It took over from Star Wars as the biggest money-making movie of all time. And then I think it was that until like Jurassic Park or something for years after that. Or
Isn't that wild?
Infinity War. So, yeah.
Because or Titanic. It might have been Titanic.
Yeah, probably maybe I did Titanic.
Because Titanic held that for up until Infinity War, I believe.
Well, then, it was a Titanic that did it.
Because I had the, I guess, privilege of growing up in a world post E.T. So a lot of the stuff that I had been seeing was either inspired by or created afterwards. So E.T. to me was never a huge deal. It was just,
right.
It was on VHS. It's on DVD. It's on Blu-ray. It's E.T. It's not Star Wars and it's not Jurassic Park. Well, but I want to see if I can actually pull this up, because when the first featurette was a whole bunch of people talking about this movie and how it got them into it, and how they got to see it opening night.
Yeah.
Lines wrapped around the block.
Yeah.
Just to get in to see this movie. The collector's cards and the lunch boxes. Like, I'm gonna pull up some of this merchandise.
All right. Yeah, go ahead, because I got a story for that too.
Because I never knew any of that. Stuff that was not. Something...
it was living at that time was it was E.T. everything.
Yeah.
Like everything had an E.T. with it, and I think everybody didn't like action figures. Kenner didn't make enough. There was a whole debacle with that. Then they want to get M&Ms to put down instead of Reese's Pieces when he lures him out of the thing. And M&M's like, no, we're not going to have our product associated with this thing. And the Reese's Pieces went through the roof. It was the biggest mistake.
This, yeah.
So when this movie came out, we were on vacation in New York State because I lived in Washington State. Uh-huh. And it was kind of like a family reunion kind of thing on my dad's side. And my aunt was like, oh, my God, you haven't seen that? It's great. You're going to bawl your eyes out. And so everybody went to go see it. And everybody loved it, but nobody else was crying. And she was like, you're the most heartless people I've ever met, because we weren't crying over E.T. But everybody loved it. Yeah, that Reese's Pieces was a huge mistake on Eminem's part. And everybody tries not to do that now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Steven Spielberg wasn't Steven Spielberg yet either.
Which I find to be so funny, because Jaws was a massive. It was a first blockbuster.
Yeah. Close Encounters was pretty big too.
Close Encounters was big, and then Raiders was enormous. Right here or right after this. I don't remember when Raiders came out.
It came out in, I think, 1981. I think Raiders of the Lost Ark came out the year before this one. You know what I mean? How they make them and put them out like that. And yeah, that was huge too. Raiders of the Lost Ark was a juggernaut.
And I mean, stayed a juggernaut for a very long time.
It's a cultural thing.
Oh, it's not gonna let me pull this up. I hate when they don't let me do that. Anyway, because like J.J. Abrams was talking about this on the documentary I was watching.
Yeah, I saw Super 8 or 8 millimeter.
Super inspired
8.
by this.
Yeah, it's 100% love letter to Steven Spielberg.
Didn't Steven Spielberg produce that movie too?
Maybe. I don't think so. But trading cards, everything. Did you put them up there?
I was going to, but that image is that was you couldn't tell anything.
Well, go ahead and put it up anyway.
Well, hang on, I'm gonna find.
There's one. There's a real one. Yeah. I had them trading cards, everything like toys, like candy dispensing toys, like Pez, all that stuff.
Yeah. So he had. So one of the guys had, I believe it was this card here that he was showing off, and he's like, I have all of them. I couldn't find them at my parents' house, but I have the binder full of these trading cards. And I think because we had and still have probably
Better,
even down
yeah.
here.
Well, I think
a
I
whole
got
bunch of
them.
these Star Wars ones.
Yeah, from back in the day.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize how big of a deal. Well, you didn't really have anything else. That's another thing about growing up post these explosions is that like anything. If this movie was made today, there would be more than just like trading cards.
Yeah.
Trading cards probably wouldn't even be made because
Well, yeah, nobody does trading cards really
Yeah.
anymore. It's a game.
nobody, even like the Pokemon stuff, that people, there's not, like that's probably
It's
the only
different.
holdover.
It's totally different than how that used to be. Although trading them is kind of the same. Like I got 2 Drew Barrymores. I'll trade you for a poster shot or whatever.
An alarmed ET.
Yeah, right.
But like, yeah, so they the whole thing with these was collecting and trading them, not
Yeah. There's no game
hoarding.
involved. It's a scene from a movie, a little description at the bottom, and then on the back it'll say, what happened in
Some of
that scene.
lunch
In
boxes.
lunchboxes, everything, and that's the joke with
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, but also Jurassic Park. How they go to the it's
yeah.
not even open yet, and they've got you
All
slap that
that
on a plastic
merchandise.
lunchbox, and you want to sell it. All that is they say that because that's what happens. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And it's so synonymous with stuff like this.
Yeah, right.
I also somebody was pointing out, and I think this is kind of fun to think about. I don't want to be one of those guys who has to have the connected universe, but like,
I was going to kind of bring that up too, but go ahead.
is that E.T. might be a Jedi?
That's not
got-
the one I was going with.
Telekinetic abilities, like the Jedi
Right.
do. He telekinetic and telekinesis. He's got both of them.
Right.
He can heal people with this mysterious
Yeah,
force. He's
right.
from outer space. All it is a cute little Easter egg and a nod to his buddy, but E.T. recognized Yoda,
Yeah.
and then in
When
the
they're
Phantom
on the-
Menace, he digitally puts in the E.T. race in the Senate.
Uh-huh.
It's because they're friends.
Right.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
But play around with these kind of
Right.
theories. It's fun to do. There's nothing. It doesn't hold any water, but like it is fun.
Yeah.
And I do love that. And I guess I'm just a sucker for stuff like this. Like when E.T. does see Yoda, you hear Yoda's motif playing. It's really quick.
Oh, I
It's
didn't.
sped
I
up
was
a little
listening to
bit.
E.T. say he was saying something and trying to go
Phone home.
or whatever when they were trick or treating. That was pretty cool. But like that, it's a great idea. People would dress up like this stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to have that
feels
mask.
real.
I'm going to tell you this right now. That's in today's time. That mask he's wearing would probably cost like $1,000.
Oh my God.
And because they had those masks, I used to read Starlog magazine, and they had a bunch of those. It wasn't Yoda, but the canteen players and Chewbacca, those kinds of masks, and they were like $100-something. And those are not the masks you walked around
You wouldn't be
on
walking around.
Halloween back then. It was a plastic thing.
Yeah, like this one here.
Yeah, I had a Star Wars
I
one.
hope I pull this up. This eBay listing. They're hard plastic.
Yeah, and then the suit you wear is just plastic, and it ties in the back like a hospital gown.
I
And it
was thinking
says,
that.
like mine said, Stormtrooper on it. And I'm walking around thinking I'm a Stormtrooper. But they don't walk around with a, hey, Stormtrooper on your... It's so stupid. But it was fun. But yeah, those masks were not... You didn't... Those were for...
Collectors.
yeah.
Well, now they're even more for collectors.
Yeah, well, from back then, yeah, definitely.
I do kind of wonder what E.T. would look like in the modern day. So, after the raging success with this movie,
Success, yeah.
the studio asked Steven for a sequel to this, and for a long time he was chewing on it, and he was like, "All right, well, how do we do this?
Right.
Where's Elliot gonna go? How are they gonna reunite? How is E.T. gonna be? How is the sequel gonna go?" And he couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
And
So we didn't do it.
And he told them, he said, "Look, I think we made a perfect movie, and I think we just leave it as it is," which we talk about this all the time. Is unheard of.
Yeah. The Lost World is the only Steven Spielberg sequel.
Because he had nothing to do with the Jaws ones, right?
Yeah, nothing.
No, I didn't think so. They don't feel like they're
No, you could tell.
Even his finger on it.
Even
But,
Jaws too.
Jurassic Park, The Lost World, I think was his only.
Yeah, it's his only sequel.
Because even like Disclosure Day, which people are like, oh,
that's where I was going to go. Like this could be the sequel, like a trilogy of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This and Disclosure Day, which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. So
I'm going to watch it though. A lot of people were crapping on it, but I'm still going to watch it.
I actually heard a lot of good things about it.
I've heard good things too, but I've heard a lot of bad stuff too. And I think maybe people are just it's Steven Spielberg, so it has to be this, and it's different. So, but like this is where I'm going with. Like Close Encounters of the Third Kind is called that because that's a real thing, and then everything in it is. Like I'm going to call it folklore, but all this stuff like lights in the sky and people alone in a house being terrorized by something they don't have any idea about. And then this would be of the fourth kind because you're actually interacting with the extraterrestrial. That's so cool. And actual contact would be Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. So then Disclosure Day would be the disclosure part of that whole mythos of the. If you don't know UFO crap, which I do kind of, and I'm explaining it terribly, it just makes a lot of sense. He's using real stuff in it, and in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, like all that Peter Coyote stuff, with them going to look for it, and then the hazmat suits they're wearing and all that. That's how it would really go.
Yeah, no, and that's something that also worked. There's no real antagonist in this film.
Right, the antagonist, Keys, Peter Coyote, wants to help, and he even's like, that I've been waiting for this since I was a little kid too.
Since I was 10 years old. But I don't think he's supposed to be here.
Yeah,
like he's dying. They don't want him. They don't want ill will. He's an alien, and they're scientists, and like
it's the biggest discovery of all time.
Yeah,
and they're not trying to dissect them. No,
and like even when the frog scene happens, and they're gonna dissect the frogs, he's like, I gotta save him. Like he's not really like. It doesn't allude to that later on. It wasn't like they're gonna cut him open and stuff. But he has to save him, like which could have been. It just was Elliot's heart winning over and changing the people,
right?
As opposed to like
that's a great scene too.
E.T.'s on the operating table and they got to rush to save him.
But what I was getting at too is about Close Encounters. First of all, the main guy who's a UFO investigator is Francois Truffaut, who happens to be Steven Spielberg's hero. Oh, cool. Who he loves his stuff the most. And
he's the Pink Panther.
A guy. There used to be this program that the Air Force had called Operation Blue Book. And the scientific guy, J. Allen Hynek, is in the movie.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
He had retired from Project Blue Book and it was over, and he was on TV and stuff. But he's in the movie, and it's at the very end when they're actually, the spaceships come down.
Yeah,
and he was the guy that would go around and be like, "Oh no, it was just swamp gas," and they would investigate the stuff, and then. He said on Merv Griffin's show once, like 98% of the stuff could absolutely be scientifically disproven, and the other 2% they don't have. It could be aliens, and they would be like, "Well, is there stuff you can't talk about?" And he's like, "Yes," and he would never talk about it because
you can't.
Well, he could have at that time, and it wouldn't have been that big a deal.
You're watching.
Yeah. But I just think that's cool. And then, like, the E.T., all this stuff is real worldy. It's very, very grounded. It's spectacular. There's an extraterrestrial here, and that is spectacular, but it's all human and grounded, and that's what's so perfect about this movie. And those kids do such a good job at just not acting.
The cinematography in this is also wildly good.
Yeah, like that part you just had up there where the shadow
of the finger.
It's very cool.
I almost thought that there was going to be a Mandela effect because he says E.T. home phone.
Yeah,
first.
right.
he doesn't say E.T. phone home until after the kids say it.
Right.
But he does say it. But maybe we should spread that. Maybe we should be like, ooh.
Like he's going around the house exploring things and drinking beer.
Yeah.
But like watching, that's how he kind of learns English, is by watching kids' TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He watches PBS.
Yeah.
Which I believe, I don't know. I heard his voice. I don't know if Casey Kasem did child's programming on, like ABC or on Sesame Street, but like whatever he was watching with B is for ball, bandit, boy.
Right.
It's Casey Kasem, right? Or it sounded just like him.
It might have just sounded like him. I don't remember either. I don't know.
Who?
But I think that's cool to learn English from watching kids stuff, and then they use it in The Incredible Hulk too, and the movie The Incredible Hulk, where he's down in Central or South America, and he's trying to learn Spanish or Portuguese, whatever it is, and by watching Sesame Street from their country. It's just so cool. But when that whole frog scene, when he's getting drunk, Elliot's feeling what E.T.'s feeling.
Yeah.
And when the whole part, and then he kisses that girl. Mm. And
because of the movie that E.T.'s watching.
Yeah, and like the kid falls down, and so he steps on top of him to be as tall as her.
Yeah.
It's just really, there's no talking during any of that part. It's all like ambient sound and stuff, and it's just really endearing. It was great. I love that part.
I like how it was shot with the duality of what was going on in the movie, and then how it's translating to him, and how you're inferring the psychic connection going on.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
And they're both experiencing that for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
I love the silhouette in this movie.
Yeah, the shadows of this stuff is great, and like how those until the escape part, all those adults are all. They're just faceless things. Man, he's so freaking clever. It's so clever. That guy is great.
He's truly a visionary director.
Yes.
And he'll go down as one of, if not the greatest directors of all time.
You could probably watch this without any sound and know exactly everything that's going on.
Yeah, you probably could. You really probably could.
I wouldn't. But you probably could.
Yeah, because I do believe John Williams' score.
Yeah, it tells a lot too.
Like it any hole that you could feel from this movie it's filled in with that score.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
Truly one of the best.
Yeah, their collaboration is very syncopatic and perfect.
I love that they work together like this.
Yeah,
I love that every time George or John make a movie, they got
a go-to guy.
They got their guy, which is even wilder that Steven knew John Williams prior to Star Wars, and recommended his buddy John to his buddy George.
Right,
and then after that,
kaboom!
It's like it's all history.
Yeah,
like they're making all these movies now, like how Rocky, Sylvester Stallone sold Rocky, and they're reshooting a lot of the parts for Rocky, like shot for shot, which cool here and there.
Yeah, that looks like a good movie.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be fine. Like,
we're gonna check it out
if you
give a crap
are interested
about
in that story, because it is a pretty telling story.
Yeah, it is.
And Sly fought tooth and nail to be in that movie. He wouldn't let it happen without it. And it's a great movie. It's one of if not the first movie to use the steady cam going up those stairs.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was.
But they need to make a movie about George, Stephen, and John Williams just kind of coming together to make what would become everybody's inspiration ever.
Right.
Hands down.
For everything.
Because like up until this point, like, things were awesome, things were cool, but like nothing was sensational as it had become.
We just watched, me and your mother were watching disaster movies. We watched The Poseidon Adventure and The Towering Inferno. And I think John Williams did the score for one of those two movies.
think he might have done Towering Inferno.
I think it was too, and I was like, "Is this Elmer Bernstein?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "That sounds like Elmer Bernstein's music." And then it was John Williams. I was like, "Oh, it's John Williams."
Better.
She's like, "Just shut up."
I love that's something I love. That the more you watch movies and the more all that stuff, the more you can tell. Because when we did the Black Cauldron, I just kind of put it in and was watching it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't pay attention to the credits or anything like that. Just go right in. And I was listening to the music and I was like, damn, this sounds a lot like Ghostbusters. Like a lot.
Uh-huh.
And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, well, there's a reason.
Right.
Like you can hear the personality that the
you
people,
totally
because if you care about what you're doing, it's gonna sound like you.
Yes.
So
like your favorite band. Like one time I was in a cab and the guy was listening to something. I'm like, is that who was it? The blues guitarist. Is that Buddy Guy?
Yeah.
And it was just a guitar playing. It's not like you could hear him singing or like that. But he's like, holy cow, yeah.
And
he was all impressed.
It's art is art. And
Yeah.
when you have a signature, people can start picking up on it
Mm-hmm.
without even knowing if you're in it or not. And it's cool that this, because like I truly believe you could take any frame from any Stanley Kubrick movie and put it in front of somebody, and they'll know it's Stanley Kubrick. Just how the cinematography looks, the composition of the shot is so unique to how he makes movies that you would be able to tell. Probably similar with Steven Spielberg too, because he also has a very specific style of imagery that he wants to have, and a lot of it is given away in things like the fog lights. You'll see headlights and stuff like that,
or flashlights. He started using flashlights a lot.
They're in the mist, in the ambient air, and it's very him.
Yeah. I got bad news for you, man. No, not anybody. You could, if you put a picture of a Stanley Kubrick frame in front of Randy Official, he ain't gonna know nothing.
Well,
that's for the special kind of nerds like us that are be like, oh yeah, is this Elmer Bernstein? Most people can't do that. They're not gonna care. And I know what you're talking about with the Stanley Kubrick thing. I have a picture in my head. It's almost like IMAX all the time. He's got a lot of depth of field.
He does.
In his shots. And nobody, if you said that, people are, go away from me. What are you talking about?
So those of you who are watching, I'm going to show you something. So here's a picture. Well, actually, I'll prep these pictures, because this is kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I knew what you were talking about as soon as you said Stanley Kubrick.
Like there's very little that I think speaks volumes to.
Oh, I do. Did you just put 2001 up there?
I did. I've got a couple from.
All right, go ahead, because I like these close-up ones. I don't think you get it so much. It's more like the movie. But if you put that Shining one up there, and you had one. It was Jack. Yeah, that one. That one's a good example.
Okay, so this is the Shining.
Look at the back of the frame, or the back wall. There is in focus, and the beginning of that maze is in focus.
Yes,
that's what we're talking about with Stanley Kubrick stuff. You also had a 2001 up there when he's going. Dave's in the tube. Yeah, that one. That's another good example. You can see that.
Yeah, everything
is in focus. That's in that photograph.
And your subject is dead center.
Yes.
Almost like you're looking into the iris itself.
Right. Yeah.
But I brought up this other one from 2001 and this one from... so this is 2001. This is Dave.
Yep.
And then this is A Clockwork Orange. And these are just two close-ups on this guy's face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I keep minimizing it. And... they could have been close, they could have been anything, but like how they're framed along the same axis here, your eye lines are the very same, your mouth lines are the very same. Other than the color, you're not getting an extreme close up of the eyeball per se. You're getting a close up of like
everything. His reaction.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's more than just
You know what's hilarious about those two pictures you got up there?
what?
One is he's about to kill the AI,
Yeah.
and the other one is the AI that's in control of everything, and the government that's in control of everything is about to ruin Malcolm McDowell there. Alexander DeLarge.
Yeah. I also I didn't mean to, but this is
Slim Pickens, yeah. How Dr. Strangelove.
which is a movie I really want to see.
You've never seen Dr. Strangelove?
I haven't actually. I'm not.
Holy
I own
crap.
it, and I've seen enough kind of about it that I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I'll check it out eventually.
Yeah. It's good.
But I just recently found the Criterion of it, and I'm gonna watch that,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna watch some of the special features on there because
Yeah, definitely.
it's a Kubrick movie. And
It's a good one, too.
people will talk about him. I'm kind of surprised. I just minimized myself. I don't think there's a Spielberg movie in the Criterion Collection, but I really think there should be because the documentaries you can do on any one of his movies
Sure,
would be
absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah. Very interesting.
What was the other thing I was just about to look up? Oh, I also, when I was watching this, they say that there was no inspiration from E.T. on WALL-E. That the inspiration came from looking out of binoculars on
Shut
a
up,
baseball
man.
game. But I'm not the only one
WALL-E
who
looks
thought
like
this.
E.T.
He does.
And doesn't his neck go up, too? Like
It
E.T.?
does.
Come on, shut up,
and
man.
there was a shot. So I'll pull this one up first.
There might not have been any purposeful inspiration, but that's E.T., man. It's a robot E.T.
So this is the one I saw first, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I guess they don't exactly look like each other, but
But one's a robot.
look at the eye placement and how
Everything.
like this, it kind of bags down like this,
Yes.
just like Wally
Yes.
does. The neck underneath Wally doesn't have a mouth, but like you can kind of see where it would be. The innocence of them both, the way the eyes dilate,
Right.
like there's a lot of similarities between these two, and
There's no coincidence there.
But then
No
I see
way.
this picture, and I'm like, I don't know. I think some people like to say they're not inspired by something to be cool.
Yeah, right.
Because if I said these two were not inspired by each other, that two random people who never even seen the other each other's work made these, you would be like, wow, what a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
statistically impossible. But even the way they grab the plant,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, also, I love this. Steven, I guess, said that E.T. is a plant-based life form.
Yeah,
Which is why
I saw that one.
everybody could relate to it because he's not a boy, he's not a girl. He's life. He's everything. And I think that's kind of, corny in a good way.
Yeah, and it goes along kind of with, what's his name? The scientist guy.
Coyote?
No. In real life, astrophysicist
yeah.
that's on everything. What the hell's his name? I love him.
Aliens guy? Or the...
No. He's a real...
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
He had a video out on his thing about ranking aliens as to how realistic they might be.
Uh-huh.
And because this is our form because we're evolved on Earth. Another thing wouldn't necessarily be like that.
Right. It would be completely different.
Yeah, and
Completely different. Unrecognizable.
completely alien. Or this is the most effective way to do it, and just nature, in the cosmos, nature thinks this is the best way to go.
Now, Mr. Neil, if you're listening out there, oh my God. If you're listening out there, Mr. Neil, I would love to have you on this show because you used to talk real science in movies, and I guess people hated that.
I love it.
I adore it. I absolutely do. Listen, one of my favorite things to do with my friends is to pick we picked the Maltese Falcon, one of the greatest film noirs ever created, one of the greatest movies ever made. Showed it to them for the first time, and they didn't shut up. They were roasting the whole movie the entire time. I loved that.
Yeah, that's
it's
fun.
a completely new perspective on things. They're having fun. We're having fun together. like rip it apart. Tell me when he said the biggest problem with BB-8 on Jakku, I was like, oh yeah, he probably wouldn't get any traction because he's just spinning out.
Right.
No, he wouldn't be able to stop. It'd be like rolling on ice. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's even cooler. Like,
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff is cool.
Well, let's talk movies. And you also have a very, cool perspective. And I was thinking about this, too. I believe it was him who said, and I'm not an astrophysicist, so if I'm way wrong, let me know. Where we are is closer to the start of the universe than where a lot of other planets are.
Oh, yeah, right.
So if there was an advanced civilization,
Mm-hmm.
we would be the advanced civilization that would go to another planet and build the pyramids. Like we would be the ones doing that, not somebody coming to us doing it. Because there's nothing, we are closer to the start of time than everything else is. So we would be the advanced race. So that's kind of cool to think about.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. But, yeah, people farther out from us, from the start of time, could come back to us, or we would be doing that to other people.
But they can't do that. The point of origin on time travel is how far back you can go. You can't go back to a time where time travel didn't exist yet.
Watch me.
Also, I just
Hold my
recently,
beer.
watched a movie called I, Robot. Have you seen I, Robot?
Yeah, I like that robot.
I, Robot's pretty good. That's kind of a noir film too. I just was thinking about that.
Yeah, what's his name? Will Smith one is definitely a film noir one, because I guess it's not 100% like the story, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like the detectiveness of it and all that. That was another thing I was going to bring up. You can tell, like when we're talking about, you could take a frame of something and know who did it. Because, and you could really tell the difference of people's different flavors. Like Stanley Kubrick's last movie was going to be with a kid, and he's a robot.
AI.
AI, right.
Ironic.
Yeah, and so Stanley Kubrick had it all. He was ready to go, the script and everything. Then he died, and he was friends with Steven Spielberg, and like they would fax each other stuff in the middle of the night about like the movies and like the AI movie and specifically. Steven Spielberg would say, I give him ideas, and he would say, here's an idea. What do you think of this? Stanley Kubrick would. And then he died. So Steven Spielberg made that movie. It doesn't look anything like a Stanley Kubrick movie.
No.
It looks like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Which is, just goes to show you how identifiable he is.
Right, exactly.
Even when doing somebody else's idea, it still looks like his.
Like other people might be able to tell Michelangelo from a Leonardo. It's turtles to us, but we can tell that's a Stanley Kubrick thing. That's Elmer Bernstein.
Yeah,
that's what kind of. It's just what art you like.
Exactly. So I'll wrap it up here because we're having difficulty with the recorder over here. It stopped recording, and I don't know how long ago it had happened. So welcome back. I don't know. How much video you missed, but when I edit this, I'll try to patch it through.
The bottom line is E.T. is friggin' phenomenal, and do yourself a favor, watch it or rewatch it.
Exactly, it is fantastic. It holds up. It still holds up today.
Yeah.
And even there's so much we haven't even talked about with this movie. Like,
there's just a ton.
The suburbia.
Everything.
Yeah,
I don't know if they saw it, but you keep showing a piece. It was on the trailer. Where the little lone E.T. in front of the sprawling Los Angeles. Yeah. Just how small and he is to the world. You know what I mean?
Him,
yeah, it's
phenomenal.
He is so freaking great.
It really is just awesome.
It is.
So check it out. It is on Blu-ray. You can't have this one. It is mine. But it's also on DVD. So,
I don't know. I think it might not be streaming right now, but it pops up all the time, and you could get it on Vudu or Fandango. Is it? Fandango. You can find it.
Yeah. Now, Fandango is one of those ones. I don't know because I haven't had a problem with this yet, and I haven't heard anything about it. But like once you buy it on Fandango, I haven't seen anybody lose it
That's good.
on Fandango.
Yeah.
I have over 200 movies on there that I've been collecting since like 2016.
Since it pretty much started.
Yeah. Before Walmart bought it, before it changed to Fandango,
Yeah.
before all of that.
Yeah.
I was collecting movies on there. So and I really was kicking myself for this because I'd buy it, I had the digital code, I'd redeem the digital code, and then I'd sell the physical one to like McKay's or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm kicking myself for that because as it turns out that a lot of the time, and I was talking to you about this, when you stream something, it doesn't always look as good as it does when you have it physically.
Yeah, right.
So, you know.
No matter what, they can say it's 4K and all that. There's some kind of little degradation that you get.
I was
not shooting it with a laser.
What was I watching? I was watching something, and I paused it.
Yeah, you told me that. I forgot what it was too.
Watching, yeah, and it just looked War of the Worlds, I think it was.
Yes,
like
it was War of the Worlds.
And,
it was Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, wasn't it? Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
I like it.
Fantastic movie.
I like it.
But yeah, so get back into physical media because now Sony is stopping all their physical production, and the only way to get these people to listen to us is to use your money.
Yeah,
So
right.
use your money in the right way. Money talks. Money talks.
Yep.
But that is it for this week. Join us next week where we finally raid that Lost Ark. So, I have been Cheese Film.
And I am Hecubus.
And this has been the one and only Cult of Cheese Film. Right here. Cheese Film.